Welcome to Afrikindness podcast. Yes, a podcast dedicated to showcasing the richness and diversity of African culture. Join us as we explore the past, present, and future of the African continent and challenge common myths and stereotypes. Whether you're a non African interested in learning more about the continent or an African seeking to connect with your roots, this podcast is for you. Yes, we aim to educate, entertain, and encourage through natural, authentic, and conversational dialogue. From solo commentaries to panel discussions, we'll share our experiences, stories, and expert views using metaphors, analogies, humor to help you discover the beauty and pride of Africa. Yes! Today, we will be delving into a topic that we've been talking about before, stereotypes, but from another perspective today. Stereotypes are a problem, and so we're going to be exploring why they are a problem and why people remain silent about them. We're also going to be talking about the benefits of speaking out. Before we begin, let me share what inspired this episode. I took to the streets, engaging with people from different walks of life to hear their thoughts and experiences on stereotypes. What I discovered was that stereotypes are indeed a major problem that affects not only a certain ethnic group, but people from all walks of life. And their resistance to speaking about it does exist a lot. So today we will reflect on the facts surrounding stereotypes, examine why people often choose to remain silent about this issue, and explore the benefits of speaking out. Now, stereotypes are deeply ingrained beliefs or ideas about particular groups of people, often based on race, ethnicity, or cultural background. Now, these stereotypes can profoundly impact individuals and communities, shaping perceptions, opportunities, and even interactions. And research and studies have shed light on the negative consequences of stereotypes, highlighting the need for awareness and change. One concept that gained attention in the 1990s, coined by a particular psychologist, is stereotype threat. This phenomenon refers to the fear of confirming negative perceptions or stereotypes about one's stigmatized group. It occurs when individuals worry that their actions or performance will reinforce these stereotypes, leading to anxiety, self-doubt, and even impaired performance. Imagine being constantly aware that your actions may inadvertently perpetuate negative stereotypes about your race, ethnicity, and cultural background. And this added pressure can create this sudden burden, impacting individuals' confidence, motivation, and their overall well-being. In a research article published by Bournemouth University in 2021, the impact of stereotype threats on sports performance was examined, and the study found the stereotypes can significantly affect athletes' performance in various sports, including basketball, tennis, and football. Now, numerous studies have also shown that stereotype threats can have damaging effects on performance across various domains. For example, research has revealed that African students, when reminded of their negative stereotypes about their intelligence, they may perform even lower than they would usually do. This highlights the power of stereotypes in shaping individuals' beliefs about their own abilities, according to even B.J. Cassard. Addressing stereotype threat is critical to diversity and inclusion. Stereotype threat is not limited to education alone, even though there are many researches that are going on in the educational sector. Uh, but there's this need to constantly prove themselves, or negative bias and discrimination. And so the fear of confirming negative stereotypes can create this hostile and unequal environment, hindering career advancement and even job satisfaction. So this is really bad. It is then essential to understand the broader implication of stereotype threats and its impact on individual lives. When people internalize negative stereotypes and allow them to define their identity, it can lead to a cycle of self doubts, diminished aspirations, and limited opportunities. And so, overcoming stereotype threats requires challenging those beliefs and creating inclusive environments that recognize individuals' talents and potentials. Another crucial aspect that we should consider is the role of intersectionality. People often have multiple identities that intersect, and some of these identities may be stigmatized, whether it's racism, sexism, ageism, or any other form of discrimination. The intersectionality of stereotypes adds complexity to individuals' experiences and the challenges that they face. It's important then to acknowledge that stereotypes not only harm those who are stigmatized, but also perpetuate ignorance and limit society to and limits the society as a whole. So when we allow stereotypes to dictate our perceptions and interactions, we miss out on the richness and diversity of human experiences. Overcoming stereotypes requires collective effort, empathy, and a commitment to challenging our own biases. Stereotypes are not just harmless. They're not just harmless generalization or these casual assumptions that we think they are. They are significant problems that can have far-reaching consequences. So let's take a moment to understand why stereotypes are problematic. First, they oversimplify and generalize complex and diverse groups of people. They create this narrow and distorted view, reducing individuals to a set of predetermined characteristics based on their race and ethnicity and even cultural background. And this oversimplification fails to recognize the unique qualities and talents and experiences that make each person who they are. Secondly, stereotypes perpetuate biases and discrimination. When people hold onto preconceived notions about a group, they tend to treat individuals from that group unfairly or unequally. This can manifest in various aspects of life, such as education, employment, healthcare, and interactions within the society. Stereotypes can create barriers and limit opportunities for those who are stigmatized, hindering their personal growth and their overall well being. Moreover, stereotypes can have a detrimental impact on the mental health of individuals. Constant exposure to negative stereotypes can lead to feelings of marginalization, self doubts, internalized oppression, the pressure to conform to stereotypes, and fear of being judged based on them are significant causes of stress, anxiety, and even depression. And so these mental health consequences can further perpetuate a cycle of disadvantage and inequality. Stereotypes contribute to social exclusion, the erosion of social cohesion. When individuals are stereotypes are marginalized, they face these difficulties in forming genuine connections, building relationships, and feeling accepted within their own communities. This exclusion can lead to a sense of isolation and alienation, and hindering social progress and fostering divisions within the society. And furthermore, stereotypes influence our perception and judgments, shaping the way we view others and the world around us. And so when stereotypes are ingrained in societal attitude, they can lead to unconscious biases and unfair treatments. And this perpetuates a cycle of prejudice and discrimination, denying individuals equal opportunities and impeding the progress towards a more inclusive and equitable society. Ultimately, stereotypes prevent us from understanding one another. They prevent us from recognizing the unique talents, perspectives, and contribution that each person brings. By challenging them and promoting diversity, we can create an environment where everyone is valued for their individuality, and where mutual respect and understanding can thrive. Now, we have explored why stereotypes are a problem. Let's delve into why people often choose to remain silent about this issue. As I ventured out into the streets of London and Leeds to engage with people about stereotypes, I encountered a common trend, this hesitance to speak openly about the issue. It became really evident that there are several reasons why people choose to remain silent when discussing stereotypes. Today, I want to really shed light on this reason and explore the human emotion that may be even behind it. Because it was really hurtful to see people who were ready to talk, but they didn't want to talk on camera. Or they wanted to talk about some things or some other things, but not about stereotypes. And so, one of those reasons why people don't talk about it is the fear of judgment. People fear that they may be judged or criticized by when they express their own views on stereotypes. They worry about facing backlash or being labeled as overly sensitive or aggressive. And this fear can then prevent individuals from sharing their experiences or challenging societal norms. Another thing is personal vulnerability. Discussing stereotypes can make individuals feel vulnerable, requiring them to expose personal stories or emotions. And people may hesitate to share their experiences for fear of being misunderstood or invalidated, leading to a reluctance in speaking out. We also have social stigma. Society often discourages open conversations about sensitive topics like stereotypes, and people may feel that discussing stereotypes goes against societal norms or may be perceived as unnecessary troublemaking. And so this stigma can create a culture of silence and hinder progress towards addressing the issue. Another thing that I can think about right now is lack of awareness. Some individuals may be unaware of the impact of stereotypes or how it affects others. They may not fully grasp the issue's significance or understand their own biases, leading to a lack of motivation to engage in conversations about stereotypes. I can also right now think of emotional exhaustion because sometimes when I'm tired of something, I just don't. So, constantly facing stereotypes and discrimination can be emotionally draining. We all know that. And so, individuals may choose to conserve their energy and avoid discussing the issue as a means of self preservation. They may need to process their experiences and heal before even conversing about stereotypes. I believe that the fear of confrontation is also one of them. Yes, people may prefer to avoid such conflicts, especially in public settings, to maintain harmony and avoid unnecessary tension or discomfort. Also, I believe that this particular one, normalization. Yes, stereotypes become deeply ingrained in our society that people may start to perceive them as normal or inevitable. As for Africans, I'm sure this is the case, where people think, "Oh, I don't think I can get rid of this, so let's keep it going." And this may lead to passive acceptance and even silence. Think of cultural conditionings too. There are some of our values, some of our cultures that can influence the inclination to not discuss stereotypes. You may not want to entertain open conversations because you perceive it as a taboo or disrespectful. And these cultural conditions can then contribute to the silence that is now surrounding stereotypes. Lack of safe spaces, maybe. Individuals may feel that there are limited safe spaces where they can openly share their experiences. But you can share your experiences here on Africa in this podcast. And so, yeah, I believe the absence of supportive environments can be a discouragement to individuals it can stop them from speaking or contributing to the fight against stereotypes. That feeling of powerlessness, also powerlessness in the face of stereotypes, believing that your voice won't make a difference or that change is beyond your control. This sense of powerlessness can lead to resignation and silence as people struggle to find their confidence to speak out. And throughout my interactions on the streets of London and Leeds, I observed individuals grappling with these very reasons. Some were hesitant to share their experiences due to the fear of being judged, even by me, I believe, while others expressed their exhaustion from constantly having to battle with stereotypes. But we must acknowledge and empathize with these emotions as they shape individuals' decisions to remain silent. However, it is important to understand the reasons behind this silence surrounding stereotypes. It is because they are essential for creating an environment where open conversations can thrive. We will be exploring the benefits of speaking out and its positive impact on individuals and even the community. Yeah, raising our voices against stereotypes is definitely the way to go. I respect everybody's choice, but this is the way to go. While there are various reasons why individuals may choose to remain silent about stereotypes that they may have faced, it is equally important that you know the advantages of speaking out. Speak out against stereotypes. It has numerous benefits for individuals and for the society. And the obvious one for me would be empowerment. Speaking out about anything at all in the society, but in this case, stereotypes, can empower individuals by allowing them to reclaim their narratives and challenge the negative narratives imposed upon them. It gives individuals a sense of agency and control over their own stories. When individuals share their experiences of overcoming stereotypes and achieving success, they inspire others who are facing similar challenges to believe in their potential and strive for success. Another thing would be that it does raise awareness and educates others about harmful impacts of stereotypes. It helps people to understand the complexities of different cultures, races, backgrounds, fostering empathy and understanding. And by sharing personal stories and experiences, individuals can debunk stereotypes and offer a more nuanced perspective. This promotes a greater understanding of diverse communities and reduces prejudice and ignorance. We have to speak out and challenge misconceptions and stereotypes by providing counter narratives. It helps to break down barriers and promotes more accurate and inclusive portrayals of marginalized groups. And when individuals share their authentic stories and experiences, they humanize themselves and even their communities, challenging the preconceived notions that society may hold against them. And what this will do is lead to a more nuanced understanding of different cultures and background. By building connections, speaking out creates an opportunity for everyone to connect. It helps to bridge the gap, I would say, and build relationship based on shared experiences and a deeper understanding of one another. When you know about somebody's background, you will empathize with them. So when individuals speak about their experiences, they often find support and solidarity from others who have at least faced similar stereotypes. And this fosters community and belonging, promoting this collective way for us to combat this issue. Speaking out, I would say, also promotes inclusivity and diversity in all aspects of society, including media, education, workplaces, wherever. It helps to highlight the importance of representation and equal opportunities. So, by voicing your concerns and advocating for change, you can influence policies, practices that perpetuate these stereotypes, and then it can pave way for a more inclusive society that values diversity and equal treatment. It also helps in healing. Yes, personal growth and healing. It allows for people to process their experiences and heal from emotional impacts and foster personal growth. For example, sharing your story can be a transformative journey of self-discovery, actually, and even healing. It provides an outlet for individuals to express their emotions, to gain clarity, and find strength in their resilience. What it also does, one of the benefits it also offers is understanding. Speaking out encourages others to develop empathy and understanding towards those who face stereotypes. It promotes a culture of active listening and even learning from diverse perspectives. When individuals bravely share their stories, it humanizes their experiences and help others to relate on deeper, a deeper level uh, with them, cultivating empathy and encouraging people to challenge their own biases. It does also inspire change. Speaking out can catalyze societal change. We've seen that happen a lot. It sparks conversation, challenges status quo, mobilizes individuals and communities to work towards dismantling stereotypes. For instance, when influential figures or activists speak against stereotypes, their voices can cause a ripple effect in the society, inspiring others to join the movement for change. And this collective effort can lead to policy reforms and even a shift in societal attitudes. Another benefit it offers is the enhancement of mental health. Speaking out about stereotypes can improve mental health and well being. It allows individuals to release the pent up emotions, reducing the psychological effects of stereotypes. And expressing yourself really alleviates the burden of carrying the weight of stereotypes. It promotes self acceptance, boosts self esteem, and fosters this sense of belonging. Fostering cultural exchange and understanding is another benefit. Yes, it creates opportunities for dialogue and learning, breaking down barriers and fostering a more harmonious society. And when individuals share their stories and experience it opens up avenues for cross-cultural conversations. It allows people to appreciate the richness and diversity of different cultures, which then leads to greater acceptance and appreciation. It also helps you to build your resilience when you speak out and you speak against stereotypes. An individual develops resilience in adversity, and it encourages you to stand up for yourself and your community, fostering strength and, of course, determination. So, in conclusion, it's crucial to continue creating awareness and speaking out against stereotypes. And by acknowledging the advantages of speaking out, we empower individuals, we challenge misconception, and foster a more inclusive and empathetic society. It is our collective responsibility to see the bigger picture and recognize how stereotypes can impact not only individuals but also younger generation. When we speak against stereotypes, we set an example for the younger generation, teaching them the importance of embracing diversity, challenging biases, and promoting equality. By breaking the cycle of stereotypes, we can create a better future where everyone can thrive and be celebrated for their unique identities. It is important that we speak up. And of course, on our next episode, we will delve into the impact of stereotypes on a wider context, specifically focusing on an entire continent and a group of people. We will have special guests who will share their perspective, who will shed light on the challenges faced by marginalized communities and the transformative power of raising our voices against stereotypes. Join us on our next episode as we explore the far-reaching consequences of stereotypes and continue the journey towards a more inclusive and understanding world. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me today. And remember, your voice matters, and together we can make a difference. Thank you very much. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and stay proud of Africa.
Thanks for tuning in to Afrikindness podcast, where we celebrate African culture and tell our stories. We hope you've learned something new and gained a deeper appreciation for the continent. Join us next time for more conversation, more stories, and more kindness. And remember, our past, present, and future are interconnected, and it's up to us to shape the narrative and create a better world for our children. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and stay proud of your roots. Africa, Emagba.